I think when we were trying to name this place and how we were going to create the idea of RYSE, and I remember asking one of our youth, when you think of the word rise, what do you think of? And she was like, I think of a phoenix, like rising up, that we're all youth who come up from the ashes, from the streets, and we blossom into this, this phoenix, this beautiful, creature. And I was like, oh, that's so perfect. And it's just kind of that same concept, it's intentional on our handprint wall, the Maya Angelou quote that talks about like, you can be down in some of the darkest places and you could have, all the world thrown at you. And yet our young people still, they rise.
First got here and I met the first handful of people, the impression that they gave me was that this place is magical, that there's so many people here that have stories of where they've been, where they're going, and the big picture of the Poetry Cafe is empowering our youth to express themselves and own their poetic journey that is their life. Like, their life is poetic, and when they realize that they have the ability to change as much as they're changing the next line on that poem, to change their next steps in life, giving them that power, it's a cheat code. Like I tell them all the time, this is a cheat code. When you learn that you have the ability to change your future by acting in the present moment, like it's really powerful.
And I think that is really the essence of the work here, is that we're all here to lift up, whether it's the staff, whether it's our young people, whether it's each other, whether it's community. That's really the crux of what we're trying to accomplish. When we were first starting, like, hey, let's start this employment program where we teach young people to be farmers. And we have one young man who's like from Kalihi, lived in Kaka'ako encampment, and if you would have told me when we started that this guy was going to become one of the most up-and-coming farmers, I would have chuckled. The same when the concept of, we're going to start a poetry cafe and we're going to serve tea and we're going to, I'm like, I don't see it yet, but that's run with it. Let's see where it goes. And it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite things to do. I sit behind a desk a good chunk of my day now, and when I take breaks, I go up the stairs during poetry, and just to get fed that energy of our young people being like so focused and so uplifted is really powerful. And they don't know it, but they definitely fuel me to get through the tough days, for sure.